If you're running your own Google Ads for your law firm, I have some bad news for you. You're most likely leaving thousands of dollars on the table, or worse, wasting your ad spend altogether. Most law firms think they can DIY their Google Ads and still get great results. But the truth is, running Google Ads for law firms is very different than running Google Ads for a local coffee shop or a plumber or HVAC company. It's one of the most expensive and competitive niches within Google Ads. And Google Ads itself is a pretty complex platform. Today, I'm going to be breaking down Google Ads mistake number 5 in our 5-part series that is most likely burning through your Google Ads ad spend budget, which is managing your own Google Ads account. Why it could be more costly than you think. Some of the biggest pitfalls we see law firms who are managing their own Google Ads account run into, and what the top performing law firms are doing instead. If you're new here, I'm Kaylee, your Legal Lead Sharks Google Ads expert. My agency runs Google Ads only for the legal niche, which allows us to serve your law firm in ways that other general practice ads agencies can't. So let's jump right into why managing your own Google Ads is a costly mistake your law firm could be making. Legal keywords within Google Ads are some of the most expensive keywords within the Google Ads platform. Terms like car accident lawyer can cost anywhere from $50 to $200 a click. Yes, per click. That's not per conversion. Google Ads makes it pretty easy to set up a campaign, but not to run it profitably. They'll happily let you spend as much money as you like, but they're not going to tell you where you're wasting money within your Google Ads account. After all, Google Ads is one of the top revenue streams for Google. We see a lot of law firms running their own Google Ads and taking all the recommendations that Google's giving them. As a result, they completely tank their account. They're burning through their ad spend and they're not seeing any results, leaving them thinking Google Ads doesn't work. At the end of the day, Google is in it for Google first. So most of their recommendations are going to have you spending more money, but not necessarily seeing better results. Most firms simply don't have the time or expertise that it takes to properly manage and optimize a Google Ads account. It requires constant testing, tracking, adjustments, optimization. Without an expert managing your account, your firm is likely bidding on too many irrelevant keywords, getting low quality scores, which is driving up your cost per click, and they don't turn into cases, overpaying in the bidding strategy due to a poor ad setup, and most likely bleeding money on clicks that will never convert. You may have heard me use this example before, but I wouldn't use ChatGPT and binge watching shows like Suit or Lincoln Lawyer to try to represent myself in court against a highly trained and educated attorney. Just like I wouldn't recommend any attorneys try to represent themselves within Google Ads against highly trained and highly educated Google Ads experts. After all, this is all we do, all day, every day. Google Ads may seem pretty straightforward at first. You most likely have seen their ads about the AI that can help you set up and manage your account, but there are a lot of moving parts within Google Ads. Properly segmenting ad groups, setting up conversion tracking, choosing the right keywords and making sure to build out your negative keyword lists, doing daily search term audit. All of these strategies allow us to pull the levers within Google Ads to optimize and get you the best results. Have you placing in the top ranks for Google Ads and bidding with the most effective strategies to keep your costs as low as possible. As I said in the beginning of this video, running Google Ads for a law firm versus an HVAC or plumbing company is pretty complex. If someone has a plumbing emergency, they likely Google plumber near me and click the top ad that comes up. If they can come out right away, they're hired. Law firms typically have a much more complex conversion process. They need to get to the lead right away. They need to make sure the lead is qualified. And then they need to have some sales finesse in converting them into a signed case. Legal is competitive, it's complex, and it's expensive. I'm curious, what type of law do you practice? And what are the biggest obstacles that you face when running Google Ads or marketing in general for your law firm? Leave them in the comments below. It just may be an upcoming video. Some of the biggest pitfalls we see law firms making when they're trying to manage their own Google Ads account are not using proper keyword targeting, which I made a video on and I'll link that in the description below. Many firms are using broad match keywords, such as injury lawyer, and they end up paying for searches like law school, personal injury lawyer jobs, legal aid, or their competitors' names. And law firms typically are not daily auditing their search term reports. That means irrelevant searches like that can be clicked on multiple times. I saw in one personal injury account audit, a personal injury law firm spending up to $700 on 3 clicks for lemon law or traffic violation or how do I sue a mechanic. And because they weren't auditing their search term reports, that had been searched and clicked on multiple times, burning through their ad budget on calls that will never convert into cases that they can use at their firm. Another common mistake we see law firms managing their own Google Ads accounts making is poor or generic ad copy, or lumping all of their keywords into one ad group and not speaking directly to what the person is Googling. Writing a generic ad copy like need a lawyer, free call today, versus hurt in a car accident, no win, no pay guarantee. We also see firms running traffic to their website instead of a highly converting landing page. We found that running ads to a converting landing page that speaks directly to the ad has an 80% higher conversion rate, which is going to improve your quality score, telling Google when someone searched for something and found your ad, it was relevant to their search. The higher your quality score, the lower your cost, and the higher you're going to show up within Google Ads itself. Another common mistake, and this is because setting up conversion tracking within Google Ads is really tricky, is people are not setting up their conversion tracking properly. So if something is working within their Google Ads, they have no idea what's working, what's not working, and cannot raise the budget on what's working and lower the budget on what's not working. They have no data feedback loop. It's a big mistake that we see law firms making, and I did an entire video on conversion tracking. I'll link that one in the description for you below as well. How do you fix this? And all the other mistakes we talked about in this series? What we see the highest performing law firms within Google Ads doing? Well, top performing law firms are not trying to run their own Google Ads. They hire highly specialized experts who know legal lead generation, so they can spend more time where they're going to see the highest ROI, which is being a lawyer, not a Google Ads manager. This is not always super straightforward or easy to do. And there's a lot of agencies out there in the legal niche that sell signed cases, which sounds amazing. They do the Google Ads work for you, they pre-qualify, and even get the signed case delivered to your law firm. The problem with that is 1 out of 10, if you're lucky, signed cases that come to your firm from these type Google Ads agencies are actually real cases your law firm can use. They typically lock you into crazy strict contracts and not delivering the results they promised. With Legal Lead Sharks, you own your Google Ads account. And unlike with the paid for signed cases approach, who are going to send the best cases to the law firms with the biggest budgets, you own every lead that comes in. We don't have any long-term tricky contracts you're locked into, and we even have an exclusivity clause, which means we won't work within a certain radius around your law firm to help your competitors win on Google Ads. This also means in highly competitive areas, you want to get to us first because you have to sign up with us before anyone around you does. We handle everything from the account setup, keyword research, ad copy, negative keywords, bid strategies, conversion tracking. We handle it all for you. We even have a US-based trained call center bilingual in Spanish who can take the pre-qualification calls for you. That way you're only getting the calls when they're ready to convert to a signed case. Our job is simple. Turn your ad spend into real signed cases. So if you're tired of wasting money on Google Ads, let's talk. At Legal Lead Sharks, we specialize in Google Ads for law firms. Unlike generic agencies, we only work with attorneys. We know exactly how to get you highly qualified cases instead of just expensive clicks. There's a link to a no obligation discovery call in the description below. Let's see if we can improve your Google Ads budget and get you more signed cases. If you missed any of the other commonly made Google Ads mistakes in this 5-part series, I'm going to link them all below. Trust me, you're going to want to go through them, open your Google Ads account, and make sure you're not making these costly mistakes yourself. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're always notified when we release more tips and tricks to save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, not only within your Google Ads, but in other marketing for your law firm. And we'll see you in the next video.